Hey guys, welcome back and welcome in if you are new. If you are new and you like what you see, consider subscribing. It really helps the channel and it's free. There's also a join button if you are interested in joining our Buttercup family and helping to support the channel. Okay, so I have a huge stack of Dior behind me, but first, for those of you who are not new, you may have noticed a full face of makeup. So let me know how I did. Be kind, you guys know that already. If you are new here, be kind. But I figured let's keep trying it. I can't guarantee every video is going to have a full face, but I'm definitely trying, and I would love your pointers. So let's go through what I used and what I did, and then we will get into one of these. We'll probably do the two on top, and then in the next video we will carry on down the stack. Okay, so let's get into what I used and how I used it. So starting off, I actually didn't do anything to my skin, believe it or not. So last night before I went to bed, I did a whole ritual. So I went through and I did the dermaplaning. So I went through and got all the hair off my face. And then I did micro needling, which I absolutely love. So I did that. That just kind of helps plump up the face, get a few of those little wrinkles out of there. And I really did it because I wanted to try to plump up this area because I have such a hard time with this area. And the fact that I'm 43 and my skin is just not as resilient and plump as it used to be, so I am getting just some loose skin here. So you know, I'm really having issues with the makeup on that, so I thought if I try to plump it, maybe that will help. And then after I did those, I let my skin kind of calm down for a bit, and then I did my Dior routine. However, I did not use the thick cream, so I used a serum, and then I used the Hydra Life that you guys know I love. I used the thinner version of that, and I also used the Capture Total Serum lotion. So I did the serum and then the lotion and then the Hydra Life cream on top of that. So that's what I did, and then I went to bed. And then when I woke up today, I did not do anything to my face, so I didn't add any extra moisture. It still felt nice and moist from last night, so I left it the way it was because I was curious to see how the makeup will sit if I do it that way. So I actually combined these two. So I used the Forever Glow Veil. This is just the clear version. It does have a little bit of sheen to it. And then this is the, I don't even know if this has a color. It doesn't say a color on the back, but this is what my bottle looks like. So I used these two in combination, and I thought I'm going to give that a try, see how it does. And then in between everything I did, I took the suggestion of the gal that did my makeup last week, and I did the Dior setting spray in between each application. So I did the Forever Skin Glow Veil primer, and then I sprayed this. I let it sit a moment, and then I went in with, so this time I tried the 1CR. I do have this one, and then I have the 2CR. When she did my makeup last time, she chose the 2CR, but I thought, I wonder if that kind of makes a difference, just maybe the color itself. So I went in with the Skin Glow, Forever Skin Glow in 1CR. And then I also did, so I did that first, and then I went in with the 1CR concealer. So I have been told before to match your foundation and concealer to each other. Do not go the brighter shade, which for me, I think works pretty well. You can still see that it is a little bit brighter under the eyes. So I like the way that that works, keeping them the same color. So that is how I did mine. Again, I finished up with the setting spray after that application. After that, I went in with this is the darker contour. The cover just fell off. So I went in with the contour powder around my forehead, down this side here, and then I did the jawline and just a little bit under the cheeks there. So that's where I put everything. I think I probably could have put some down here on my neck to kind of bring it all together, because when I just had the foundation on, they matched really well. But then I put the bronzer on, and that's where I really noticed the difference between my face and my neck. So I think next time I might just take this bronzer a little bit on my neck and kind of get everything to mesh well together. I think that'll make it look a little bit better, but so far that's the biggest issue. I will give you a close-up because I'm still not terribly happy with the way this sits on my skin, but I think we're heading in the right direction. So after that, I went in with an eye look. Now, who said to me, go for an orange eye look? Why not try something fun and daring, get out of your comfort zone? So I did that. And then I realized I have absolutely nothing else to go with orange. I don't have an orange or coral blush because I'm cool toned, so I don't normally gravitate towards the warmer tones. So I have nothing coral. And then I actually don't have a brown lip either, which I think would have complemented this orange eye look really well. However, I'll show you what I used. So this is just one of the Dior palettes, and then this is from last summer, I believe. So it has the orange, the yellow, the kind of creamy white up here, and then you've got your two brown tones right down at the bottom and in the middle. So I went in to the very top here with the creamy color, and then I did orange right here on this side. So I used this one. The yellow I did up in here and then down in here. And then the brown, I really just did, I tried to do it like the gal who did my makeup last week. I just went in very fine underneath the bottom lash with the brown. I didn't want to go black because I was keeping with the orange theme. So that's what I did. And then I did some mascara, which let me show you the mascara because I'm really, really loving the mascara. And then I'll show you the eyeliner because if you can see, I went for a white eyeliner. I'm trying to get out of the box. I'm trying to learn and do things differently than I normally would. So let me show you those two products, and then I want to show you what I used for the cheek. Okay, so for the mascara, I went in actually with the Giorgio Armani, and I absolutely love this. So this is just their standard black. It says Eyes to Kill 62XC. But let me come closer and look at these lashes. That is literally, hopefully you can see it, just one coat, and they just fanned out so beautifully. Now, I don't like them thick and clumpy and looking super long. That's just not me. But I really love, if you want that kind of natural look, I absolutely love this Giorgio Armani mascara. So good. And then for the white eyeliner, of course, you guys know I had to do my Dior. So this is the Dior White, and this is actually a liquid, which is really fun to use. So I was a little scared when I first started, but it went on beautifully. Now this is about 2 coats I went on, and it was kind of light, and then I went on again after it dried, and it looks really, really cool. So I'm super happy with that. Maybe one of these days I'll get more daring, but for now, I think it's okay. So let's finish up the cheek look, and then I'll show you the lips. So for the cheeks, I actually went in with this palette, which is from holiday of 2022, I believe. This came in one of my beautiful cases. I took this out so I could repurpose the case, but I actually used this color. Now, I was kind of thinking of going for this one, but it reads more pink to me, so I thought, okay, well, maybe I'll go for more of a red tone since I have orange on the eyes. So this is the one I chose here, and it's okay. It's a little I don't know the word. I don't want to say red, but it's just a little bit much. I feel like I look like I have a little bit of a sunburn, but it did follow the technique that the gal used last week, and I just went here and then up into the temple area, which is what she did. So that is what I did. I think it looks okay. However, like I said, I just look a little bit sunburnt, but to me, you guys know I'm just not used to color, so that could be it. I really don't know. And then I took just a little bit across the bridge of the nose, which that I actually kind of like. I think that's kind of cute. And then for the little highlight here, I just did the smallest amount of the Forever Glow Maximizer. This is in Pearly. So that's what I used for that. Now let me show you the lip. Like I said, I didn't have anything brown, so I pulled the closest thing I have. This is in the shade 020. I'll give you a little swatch. It does show up a little more pink on my lips. Okay, and even on my hand, it looks a little more brown, but you can see there's still definitely some pink in there. So that is what I have on my lips, and that is my face. So let me know what you guys think. What could I do better? Oh, let me give you a close-up of my skin around my chin area, because the cheeks here and then the chin is where I really struggle, and also just the smallest little bit in my forehead. Now, I did not use powder. I was kind of afraid to use powder. I think eventually I'll get there, but I really want to get this skin texture right before I try to put a powder product on top of it. I apologize. Let me come in close, show you what I got. And again, this is not a look that I would wear outside, mainly because I don't like the way it sits on my skin. I think in the camera, it looks pretty good. But yeah, just in person, I don't love it. And I want to be able to walk out of the house and you look at me like, oh yeah, she has on makeup. but you're not like, oh, she has on makeup. And right now I feel like that's how I look. So let me come in close. So hopefully you can see it up close. It just does not sit well here around the chin, and then like I said, these little sections here. I know that part of it has to do with my age, but as we spoke last week, it just may also have to do with the way that I'm layering the products I'm using, and who knows, maybe, as much as I love Dior, maybe their foundation just isn't for me. So I'm going to give it a couple more tries, but I think after that, I might move on to something else. Maybe see if like one of the older aged makeups will help. I really don't know, but I want to get it right because I do enjoy it. I don't feel confident in it in person. That's my whole thing. So, okay, let's get into one shipment out of, I don't know, a few. So let's get into the top one. I want to share that with you guys, and we'll get to it. All right, let's get into a freebie. We'll do that first. We usually don't. I was surprised. So this order, it's just that small box, and I will tell you, if you can't tell, every single box is white. I have not been able to score the Mother's Day packaging. I don't know why. It is what it is. I'm filming this the day before Mother's Day, so if they're not sending them now, and these have been piling up for a couple weeks, so if they're not sending them now, I'm not going to get one. That's okay. So anyway, let's go through this freebie here. It's a pretty, like I said, it came in a big box. It was this one and this one, but the box was giant. I was really surprised. I was like, what did I order? So very surprised when I opened it and had these two items and a ton of stuffing. So this is, let's see, there's a lot of things in here. So let's go through it together. I was going to read them to you, but you'll see when we open it. Ooh, okay, so it's very white, so let me try not to get makeup on it. So, because now I have that swatch there, and I don't know if you can tell, but there is actually makeup on the back of my hand from when I was warming it up to put on my face. So, okay, let's go through this. Look at how cute. I don't have this pouch yet. It is a little squished. Okay, so just a cute circle pouch with the white embroidered Dior. These are really fun, these little silver bits at the bottom, the little aglets. All right, so let's see what came in here. Like I said, these have been piling up for a couple weeks, so honestly, I'm not even sure what's in these boxes anymore. We have some goodies in paper. Oh, okay, so a Capture Total set, which you guys know I absolutely love. This was one of the items I used last night. That is the Essence Lotion. This is a great size for travel. It's much bigger than the sample size you get, but this is so good for in your travel bag. Next up, we have the little Capture Total Cell Energy, which this, yeah, I use it all the time. The gal I met last week, she said to use this primarily at night when it is most effective, and she's thinking that maybe this is why the makeup wasn't setting well. Now, with my experiment today, I do know that it wasn't all the Capture Total's fault because it's still not sitting perfectly, but it is definitely better than when I had my makeup professionally done last week with the Capture Total Cell Energy as kind of that top of my base layer. So yeah, not completely to blame, but I still love it and I'm still going to use it at night. And again, great for travel. Alrighty, a little tiny sample of Lace Serum and then the Super Potent Eye Serum. Now, again, I forgot to mention, but I did use this last night on my eyes before bed. Okay, so that was one of the freebies. Let's get into this pretty box. Now, I did get the Mother's Day ribbon. Again, I did not get that really pretty box, but you don't get to choose. Even though it said Mother's Day packaging at checkout, you still don't get to choose. You get what you get. A little gift card. What did I say? Nothing. I put a little period just so I could get the card. So if you guys are unaware, a lot of the different brands, you can actually get a blank card. You can request it. However, with Dior, it's either a saying or nothing. And so in order for me to get these cute little cards, I just literally put a period on them. But I plan on doing like some little artwork on these, so this will be fun to have. Oh yes, I forgot about this. Okay, so I did get a Mother's Day pouch. Look at how beautiful. Very monochrome. Tan on tan or cream on cream. So beautiful. I'm hoping you guys can see that. It's so pretty. So just a really nice zipper pouch, and I actually do use these. Oh, look, the pull is actually a cream color. That's cool. And yes, I do use these all the time. I got 2 silica packs. All right, so there's that gorgeous little bag. I love these so much. Oh, I'm out of room. I started with no room, and now I'm trying to stack things on top of it. Cute little Dior pouch. What samples did I get? Ah, the usual suspects. I love giving these away. Oh, this is the new one. Okay, so the Miss Dior Parfum. It is a little beat up. So that's the new one. I do have to say, I'm not in love with this scent. I will take Blooming Bouquet any day over this. This is almost a little too, I don't even know how to explain it. I want to say a bit too masculine, but it's still feminine at the same time, which I don't know if it even makes sense. But I actually carried around a sample of this last week, I think it was. Yes, after the event, I got a sample on a little spray card, and for some reason I was walking around with it in my hand for ages. And I was like, man, what is that smell? It's literally following me, and I just did not care for it. And it was the sample of the Miss Dior Parfum. So not my cup of tea. I will take Blooming Bouquet any day. And then, oh, okay, so the reason I got this, I don't think I have the Parfum for my collection, and you guys know I collect the miniatures. I don't think I have this one yet, so if I don't have it, it'll go on my shelf. If I do have it, you guys know it'll go in the giveaway bin. Oh, yeah. Okay, so cool. I actually have one of these items coming. I ordered it from Juan just a couple days ago. He had the artist in there. I don't know if you remember the purple box from a while back. It's a white box with purple flowers on it. Absolutely gorgeous. If I can find a picture, I'll insert it for you right there if I can find it. But the artist came back and did a pink flower. So, of course, I had to order because I want the pink box. Anyway, I digress. So, I am excited because I am getting one of these items. So, this is the new collection. Now, this is a Blooming Bouquet sample, which I love. And then I actually am getting this. This is some sort of milk lotion. Now, I don't know. It's different. I was going to say I don't know if it's the same. It's different from the original Miss Dior that I like. This one says it's a comforting body milk with rose wax. So I'm excited to try that. But then this also has a sample of an oil and then a scrub. So this was kind of a cool little freebie that I hadn't seen before, so I was excited to get that. Oh my goodness, one more freebie. This was a great box. So this is just the cute little J'adore. I believe it has a perfume and a milk. Let me see. I never want to open these because I always want to send them to you guys completely unopened, but I also want to share them with you in the video, so I have to open it. If you haven't seen this one before, I love these. They open like a little book would. Oh, paper. But look at how cute that is. So I love it. Just a little J'adore and then the body milk. Now, which J'adore is this? Oh, okay. It says right on there EDP. So it's the Eau de Parfum. So cute. Let's get on to the items that I bought. So I told you that I really wanted to try this. So she used this on my face. The gal that did my face last week, she used this on my face. I didn't have it, and I really wanted to try it. So this is the Skin Boosting Super Serum. Apparently it's supposed to help with plumping. And then something about this now, don't quote me, but this is supposed to penetrate, I think, like 3 layers deep in the skin. And I think the other ones maybe go 1 layer. I don't know. Anyway, she was selling it like they do. And she had me hooked. So I was like, yeah, I definitely want to get my own bottle. And the nice thing is, I think this comes in 2 or 3 different sizes. So I've got makeup on the back of this one. Let's try it on the back of this hand. Let me show you my hand before, so you guys know I absolutely hate these hands. Let's see what it looks like afterwards. And it is a thinner product. Oh, okay, so I was just reading. It says to apply morning and night, so you can use it twice a day. So let me show you. That's not all the way rubbed in, but very moisturizing. That's cool. It has a very, very slight scent. It's not super strong. I wouldn't even know how to explain it. It literally doesn't smell like any of their other products. All right, and there we have it. That is nicely incorporated. And man, that actually does look pretty good. Let me there we go. So you can see all the wrinkles. It actually looks pretty good. So let's see what it does to my face. I'll keep you guys posted. This I was excited for. So we have also talked about this one. Now, when I got my face done, I feel like I keep saying that, but I want to give you context on where I am when I'm learning about these things. So when I got my face done last week, she and I were talking about that rosewood color, and I had told her that I wanted to do the green, and I really thought I had it, but apparently I didn't. So I went ahead and picked up the green eyeliner. So this is Emerald. Where did I see the color? This is number 386, Pearly Emerald. So I really want to try this with the, oh, that is so dark. Oh, that's not at all what I thought it was going to look like. But I want to try this with the rosewood. But look at the color. It's kind of cool looking. I wouldn't really call it emerald, like a dark olive maybe, but I'm excited to try it with my gray eyes. So we'll see. Yeah, in the camera it just looks black. So we'll see. We'll see how it turns out, but I'm excited to give it a try. And then the last thing that I got was actually a refill because I have a couple of these, of the really pretty containers that don't have anything in them. So I wanted to go ahead and get a refill so that way I can make use of my containers. And this was a color, believe it or not, that I do not have. And this one is number 566. It's Peony Pink. But I just thought this was actually a really pretty pink color, and you guys know I love pink. And again, this is a color I didn't have, so let me give you a little swatch. Oh, that's so lovely and sweet. Yep, I'm excited to try that one. I like the shine on it too. Okay, so, wow, that was it. That was kind of quick. That is everything that I got in this haul, so be sure to join me again and we will go through the rest of these. We'll do them one or two at a time, but I have quite a few to get through. So again, if you are new, thank you so much for being here. Consider subscribing and joining the channel if you like. And then also to those of you who are not new and keep coming back, you guys know how much I appreciate you, but I will say it again, thank you so much for being here. And as always, you guys have a great day and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Bye, guys.